We're going to have a look for some opportunities into the coming week. Now, I did a video yesterday. If you head over to Discord or Telegram, you'll see it. This one here, VWAP and volume profile deep dive full tutorial. It's a really important video if you're manually trading. And this video is a continuation of that. In that video, we looked at, I think it was the euro dollar. And there's two situations that we're going to come across. One, it's either going to be range bound in a choppy sideways price action, or it's going to be trending. And the beginning of that video, the trades were fairly easy since we were, if I open this up, mainly working this trend here. But then once it shifted gears and then goes into this sort of messy sideways or choppy price action, I mean, through here would be an example. It's difficult to trade. So what we're going to be doing is looking for opportunities where we can identify that price is moving similar to this, but we want to get in early on the move. And then, that could be a little bit difficult to pick, but the kind of thing that you're going to be looking for is where you see this kind of price movement here, and then we get a breakout. So this is sideways price action. Let me just show you this. So if we go to replay and we hit replay, all right, so we get that. We're going to be looking to trade with the trend. And we can pull a line through there like so. Previously, we may have drawn them like that. But this is what's happening at the moment. So that's what will make this relevant. So what we do is we pick up an anchored volume profile. We have our own volume profile. We'll be using that. Go to a 1 hour. All right, so it's breaking to the upside. Then we'll track that. But the higher time frame is bearish. So you want to be really careful when price moves like this against the higher time frame trend. See how it's bearish? So ultimately we really want to stay with the trend. All right, so we can adjust that according to where this most recent high is. And here's another thing too. We can mark up, okay, something like that. So this is in a downtrend. And in that video yesterday, we looked at something like this and where it pulled back into this trend line. So we pick up the VWAP and we throw the VWAP on the most recent high. Okay, so that's breaking to the upside. We take this most recent high here, and then we take it back. Okay, in a downtrend, we can select the VWAP. We can select the highs, and in an uptrend, you can select the lows if you like. So we've got this definitely trending down. We can see. Now here's the thing. See how it's broken through VWAP and come back down under VWAP. And we're currently range bound through here. Now the other thing you can do is you can grab the fixed range, because we want to track just this. Right? And this will give you, well, it's giving you the high and low here, but what we're going to be looking at would be the high down to this low here. So you're just looking at this value area through here. Right. So we want to see a breakout of this range bound. See how it's range bound? Now we're seeing a bearish head and shoulder pattern. So we just stay with it until we actually see it break. Here we go. See it's starting to break structure. So this is where now we get interested. And we can draw another trend line from the high down, like so. Okay, readjust that one. Now we've got the higher time frame here, and now we've got this trending down. So when this starts breaking structure here, you see this lower high, lower low. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so then we get involved with this on the lower time frame, and then we use a VWAP, throw it on the most recent highs here, and then we look for the opportunity. If we go down now to our 5-minute chart with the markups that we've got, and now we've got our indicators, see the price action. and we've got this value area here. See how we've broken down under it. So we could start to look to get short. And see the purple? This is the weekly VWAP. The blue is the daily VWAP. Our trend line, see the blue dotted trend line here? Okay, so these are our landmarks. Okay, this is what we need to be following. So we've got our blue momentum line. It's pointing down. So this is, we could get ready to short. In fact, we could have actually shorted this, well, probably under this low. So you'll probably look for a bit of a pullback into here. Let's just see what happens here. I'll just redo the speed on that. So we look for a bit of a pullback, okay, and then we want to see this. Look, I'll show you. Just take that out. We've got this trended up here, now trending down, and we've broken structure here. So this pulls back, and we would, this is a 15-minute. We would look for a just pick it up on the 5-minute. Okay, yeah, okay. See, this is what we're going to be looking for. So we've got, well, this trend here was taken out. So the candles change color; they go green. Just take that out, and this is where we use our volume profile range through here. Let me just take out I'll just take out that fixed range volume profile. So we know that we're looking for, see the higher time frame is trending down. So we've got, from here we've got a lower high and a lower low. Okay, so you're just looking at this price action through here. All right, so what we're looking for now is the continuation of this type of price action. So we want the pullback, and then we're going to get short when this pullback here starts to get compromised. So we can follow the VWAPs from here. We've got our blue VWAP from the start of the day, and we've got, see the blue dotted line. All right, so all we now wait for is, it's pretty simple. We just wait for this trend here, okay, candles to turn red. All right, so we'll just play that. All right, now see the VWAPs, see how it's turning around, stop it right there. So that would be where you could look to get short, stop above VWAP. And I'll be looking to, well, you could go for a tight stop, just understand that could spike up. But the thing that you're looking for is this cluster. I'll show you this. See these levels that you see here, all the way down to here. So this is our VWAP cluster, okay? All of this. So what we're looking for now is this, see this down triangle. You'll see it right there. And there's two red asterisks, hashtags. This down triangle is the breakout of our volume profile cluster. Value area low, current day value area low. That's that red down triangle. And you can set that alert. So if you're waiting for this, you just come in here to the volume profile and you can actually set the alert. I can't hear because I'm on a replay. It won't let me, right? Okay, so then that's the alert, and I'd probably go above VWAP with that. Okay, so everything, this is an A+ setup. Now let's just play it. Now, if it gets stuck in sideways price action, you want to possibly reconsider, but we can see there's definitely momentum here. So what you're going to be looking to do here is take money off the table at that dot, and also we open this up and have a look here. Yeah, it's moving sideways. So keep an eye on these signals here, and about 1R, if you see a green signal like this one down the bottom, and especially this green one here, you definitely want to take partial profits. So let's just go back. So there's no guarantee that that's going to continue down. All right, so I'll be looking to take 60%. It's a very volatile market, guys, and it can turn around on you at any time. So this is about 1R here. We could measure it. Actually, you've got about a 1R, nearly a 1R down here. All right, so you've got a couple of signals that are coming from the trend channel. You've got this one here, and I would really pay attention to that. And if you have a look, I'll turn it off and on. All right, so you really want to take, and see the line that I put in. All right, so that's giving you this signal here. Actually, it trended back down into the low area of this as well. So see this signal here, look, that one there, that's, you really want to take notice of that. Okay, so you've got this one here just after that, and value area low has moved down. It's following price. This is a volume profile. I would definitely take 60% of my position off at that point. So we'll just play it. Oh, we're on a 1 minute chart. I wanted to be on a 5 minute. 1 minute's probably going to be a little bit fast. What does the 5 minute look like? Open it up. Yeah, the 5 minute is giving us this green area down in here. Right, so you want to watch that. Now the other thing that we've got is this red dot, which is actually a good sign. So we could see more downside, but that green area down in here, you want to really note that it's overextended. See how it's overextended and then it pulls back. Anyway, we'll just stay with this. So once you've taken 60% off, or whatever you want to take off, okay, I would then extend that and then pull your stop loss down to where it's definitely profitable. 60% off, you've gone halfway through, and that's a winning trade. And so we just stay with it. We'll run that. Stay with it until we see maybe the candle's turning white, or just open this up and just keep an eye. See this green here? I would look to possibly take more off the table if you can there. Hold it. No, it's still running. Okay, so you've got this whole area through here, and just keep an eye on this blue line. See how it's trending up here. So you just got to watch these indicators under here. They're really good. That's bullish, right? And you can see that that's overextended. So open that up again. So you might want to look to take more off the table there, and that's 3.6R. You could even close your trade at that if you wanted to. Oh yeah, and then look, our stop loss that we pulled down. Okay, so at 3.6R, that's where you would close that. So you've closed 60% at 1R, and then the rest of it you've closed it. Nothing wrong with that, guys. And we're following the trend here now. So what we can do with this is just keep an eye on. Well, we watch it as it's trading down, and we know that, like, keep an eye on that 1 hour time frame. Just go to a 1, and then I'll come back to this 5 minute. So here's the 1 hour. Okay, so you want to be just keeping track that we're in a clearly in a down, like it's just trending down on that 1 hour. See back in here, that's beautiful price action. You want to get involved, and you get involved early on, something like that. All right, it's not going to, it won't last forever, but they do tend to run for a bit. Then it turns around and it gets messy. But we've really got an edge. Absolutely, we have. So while this is trending until it's not, okay, we just wait for the next, like if it sets up again. So I'll be looking for the same thing. So we know we know it's in a downtrend on the 1 hour. Clearly, we've got this line through here. Okay, we want to take notice of that, and then keep an eye on this cluster, and you're looking for, like, we've got a POC breakout signal here. All right, you want to take notice of these signals. In fact, the volume profile is going to be my go-to in the coming week. All right, so you've got to see the current day value area low. So you want to watch this cluster, and you want to see it start to break down under this cluster. This is trending, but if we start to trade back up through it, I mean, this could reverse here, and we could see quite a, we're a fair distance away from here. So at some stage, it's quite likely that this is going to turn around and start trending up, looking to hunt for that. Okay, so we just run it. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Let's see what we get. Okay, hold it there. Okay, that's range bound through here. See that? Now we want to see it break under this CDVAL, value area low. And you can set that alert. It's a value area low breakout signal alert that you can you can set up on the volume profile. It'll go off in the alert log. So if that starts to break under there, and then grab VWAP, anchored VWAP, throw it on the most recent high, All right, so this is this VWAP cluster you want to stay under. If it starts to trade back up through it, we let it go. But at the moment, this is, all right, we're trending down. We've had a bit of a pullback, all right, and now we're starting to break this pullback, structural shift here. Okay, play it, hold it there. I would sell, go short on that. Stop loss above the high or above VWAP if you like, and look for that 1R TP. But also go take profit on the next up triangle. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Play it. As soon as we see an up triangle here, we take profit regardless. Stop it there. This is getting a little precarious now because we've got this indicator here giving us these pluses. That's coming off the trend channel, so that's overextended. We've got, well, that was actually a trend channel dot. So you want to take notice of these dots and these crosses. It's a bit early to take profit, but this is telling you that could pull back, these crosses. This is still trending down, so until we actually see a green, like you want to see this blue start to trade up, and that would be an indication that you want to look to take partial profits. So just watch the indicator down the bottom. See that? There's another one. Okay. All right. That big one there is where you want to take money off the table. Definitely. These two here, and especially this one. So I don't have an issue closing 60% when I'm seeing, look down here, when this is starting to trend up, and here as well. So that would be money off the table, and then you could pull that down. Just go above that POC if you like. Just look at the levels and just use a bit of common sense. So that'd be, if you take 60% off that, that's going to be profitable. If that stop loss gets taken out, you could even come down a bit tighter. So this is already a profitable trade now. It's risk-free. And, we just stay in for the ride to see what happens. I mean, if it trends further south, that's a bonus. So this pullback could be gearing up to trend. Oh, here we go, look. So what do we got? Play it. Double click. Okay. So that's starting to trend down again. So now we just hang in there and just see how this thing plays. Oh, no, okay, it's turning around. It's white and red, so that's in our favor. Now we've got another green one down here, so it's range bound, see? Now we're trading sideways. It could be gearing up for more downside, but whenever you see it range like that and you're stuck in that, there's no harm in just taking money off the table. And this here is the opening bell for a new day, and then we're going to be heading into the Asia Open. Oh well, look at that. Okay, so that was doing that. So we don't know now if this is accumulation, manipulation, and more upside, the pullback, because it's getting really overextended. And you probably want to close out a position before it starts, and that's the opening bell. You don't know which way that's going to go, so there's no harm in just closing that trade. As it was, okay, it trended down. Yeah, and that orange line is the Asia Open. So look, price action here is in our favor again. So we just track this, pull it through while we're under this line, and see how we're under VWAP here. So that's the Asia Open. You probably don't want to be getting involved immediately there, but once you break under VWAP here, see how the cluster, all of this. Okay, so you break under here on that pullback, respecting this trend line. That's another short, right? There's your pullback. It breaks structure, and that's the signal here, right there. Okay, and you've broken under VWAP, under here. So that's where you would short, long short, stop loss above that high. Yeah, actually above the that trend line, because if that trend line gets taken out, then I would just call it a day. This trend line is a really important line. It's been respected. We've got 1, 2. There's 3 touches on that line. I mean, I really do like these trend lines. Okay, so look, that's 1R taken off here now, with a stop just above the trend line and above that high. So that's in the money. So now you can pull your stop loss down to just follow that trend line and follow VWAP like that. And if that gets taken out, it doesn't matter because we've already made money and that would be a profitable trade. So we'll just play it and see what happens, because I'm expecting this to pull back at some stage. See, this is at the moment is equal lows, and it's quite far away from here. So I'm expecting, and see the purple and the white, I'm expecting it to pull back into purple, and also our blue dotted line. So, you know, this is quite a distance away, and at some stage it will move back into these levels. So once it's overextended like that, you've got to just be careful, but expect that to potentially pull back. So now what's happened is that trend line's been taken out, and you would exit that trade. And just to have a look at this, we've taken 50%, 60% off up the top here at 1R. I mean, that's way back up in here. See this here? All right, that with a combination of, well, this green signal here is telling you that this is gearing up bullish. Look at it. Just look at that. So you just got to really train yourself to look at these signals. So look at the trajectory. There's a bullish divergence right there, and this signal here, okay, it's telling you that it looks like it wants to turn around. That one's overextended. It's slightly lower low. Yep, okay. This big blue one, close your position on that. Look, see this? Close your position on that. Definitely close it if you see that and you're in a trade. So you would exit for sure, around here somewhere. And I mean, that's not a bad outcome. I don't know, remember where we were? We're up here, and then that ends up at what? Yeah, nearly 2R. So you've closed 60% at 1R and then the rest of it there. So now this trend is taken out. We just sit back and wait. That's trending up. Okay, we just wait and see where that goes. All right, see the blue dotted line? At some stage it'll want to come back and trade into that. And the purple line. Okay, so now this trend is out of the question. All right, so you just sit back and you wait for something else to set up. Oh well, that's another potential, possibly. But be careful, this is the London Open. Yeah, see, look, it didn't hold. So once this line here, that's what I'm saying, you've got to pay attention to that, because this trend is not trending anymore. So you're not going to be looking for the next pullback and down, down opportunity, especially after this here has given us 3 touches and then it's broken. Now here's the pullback up into here. Okay, just had a little bit of a break and coming back. So what you want to do is just run through your list on the daily time frame and just do what I'm doing here. Just mark up the trend, and that will give you the bigger picture. Just simply do that. Gives you a little bit of a roadmap. We know that that's trending up. Okay, so if that uptrend gets taken out, we know that the bigger picture is down. And I mean, look at this. This could be quite a nice opportunity, just depending on how things shape up. So some of these are really nice trends. Look how clean that is. Just great to get involved with that. So yeah, all you got to do is just start on that higher time frame and map that out like so, and it gives you somewhere to start. That's difficult. And look at the difference between, say, the Euro Yen and the Euro Aussie. See? Okay, I would rather get involved with that. This, okay, could be a bit tricky. Anyway, I don't want to drag this out too much, guys. What I want to show you now is, well, why I've migrated everything over to Fusion Markets. Let's just have a quick look at this. Just going to come down here and I want to show you a couple of things. Fusion Markets. If you join through my broker link, there's going to be benefits for you. One of them, get a free TradingView subscription, and you can refer people, refer a friend. Fusion Markets will pay you if you refer people. Now, this is why you might want to connect to Fusion. Apart from that, I've moved my entire platform over to Fusion. So I'm now, this is my master account. It's a Fusion Markets demo, $10,000 account. It's a zero account, zero spread. Now, I had problems last week because I'd been using Pepperstone on here, as my master account, transferring the trades from this onto another broker, XNES. I had problems with those trades. They were getting taken out because the Pepperstone spreads are really high. I was doing some scalping, right, and I lost a few trades, so I didn't have such a great week last week. This Fusion account is a zero spread account, and it's ideal for trading gold. And most of this other stuff here, you're looking at basically zero spread. Now, there'll be commission. That zero spread is a bonus. So I'm trading, starting from now, Fusion markets on TradingView. Oh yeah, they're integrated with TradingView. Now here's the thing. If you go to my website, just click on the Join VIP and then go down, and then you'll see down here there's a link to, I'm calling it the Gold Fusion. Oh, by the way, my gold level VIP is usually $49.95. If you join Fusion Markets with my partner link, Gold VIP is only $19.95 for a limited time only. You can have access to Telegram signals, Discord, my daily mentorship, the TradingView indicators, everything. So click on that link and come into here. This is Gold Fusion. Make sure you read this stuff. If you open a Fusion Markets account, that's the link using my reference 81170, you'll be able to join Gold Level VIP for $19.95 a month on that link here. And if you want access to our Gold EA, that's reduced to $59.95 a month. Information's all on this page. Okay, it's anthonyfx.com/gold-fusion, but you can access it through Join VIP. Now, this is why Fusion is such an advantage. I'm trading my main account on TradingView. It's a Fusion Zero account, and then those trades are going to transfer through my Fusion MT4, which is also a zero account. That'll go onto Telegram, and it'll also be in the trade copy in my account, Forex account management. So Fusion Markets across the board, the zero spread account is the way to go. And if you have a Fusion Markets account and you're connecting to my trade copy Telegram signal through TS Copier or the Forex account management, we're on the same platform. Same broker, zero spread account, no issues then with interbroker spread issues and whatever other problems. So it's a huge benefit. Oh, and you can also trade your Fusion Markets account through TradingView. So this video on this page shows you how to connect your account to TradingView. So this page is available through, if you go back over to my website, anthonyfx.com. Oh, the Gold EA has been just phenomenal, by the way. Join VIP, and then down the bottom you'll see the link here, or limited time offer. Okay, and there's the link there, the Gold-Fusion. I'll be doing another video shortly. It'll be specifically for my VIP members, and we'll get into mapping out some charts and getting ready for next week. So with that, have a great day, safe trading, and see you in the next one.